everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elle. I'm an interiors DIY blogger and YouTuber, and today I'm doing a very exciting project in which I am once again duplicating a McGee & Co product that I've seen on their website and creating it here as a DIY in my own home. So again, if you haven't seen any of my videos and you don't know the formula, I tend to virtually shop on the McGee & Co website a lot. I absolutely love their home decor, and whenever I see a piece that I particularly love and want in my own home, I tend to have a look at how I can DIY it and duplicate it in my own space. There's two reasons for this. One is they do not ship here to the UK, or if they do, it's incredibly expensive and just simply out of my budget. The other one being as well that if it was available here in the UK, it is too expensive and out of my budget. And yeah, I do like to set myself these challenges because I like to see actually can it be duplicated, but more particularly to the point, is it worth duplicating? Is the cost of the time and the materials worth duplicating this project? And this is what we're going to find out here today with this particular product. So I'm going to put the picture somewhere here on the screen, but I saw these online and I was like, I can duplicate those. That looks so simple to do, and I was like, I'm definitely going to give this a go and see what I can do it for. And because I knew I had the majority of the stuff as like leftovers from projects, etc, etc, I really did want to test myself to see how cheap could I actually make this project. So far I have spent a grand total of £15. Now with this product being worth $54, that is an incredible saving so far. I will admit, if you are starting this from scratch, it's probably going to be a bit more expensive, but because of what I had available so far, I've been able to keep this so cheap, so I am excited to do this. So material wise for this project, you're obviously going to need to start off with the base, the stand for the ring. Now for this I'm using these two pieces of wood. This is scrapped leftover wood. You can clearly see by end written on it that this was left over from a previous project. This is something that I've just picked up for this project, in which I'm going to attach it here and create a stand. Obviously both need cutting down to size. Now what I was only planning to do one of these rings because there are two available in two sizes. However, with the second purchase that I did, which was this, which was £2 from my local hobby store, in which it is a ring that you use to create wreaths, I wondered if I could actually make two versions of this, the bigger one and the smaller one, if I cut the wire properly. Now I was already planning to cut this anyway, but I just thought, oh, maybe we'll add another one into the mix. Who knows? The other thing you're going to need, particularly for the stand, is paint, because it is obviously made out of an aluminium metal, and if you have aluminium available rather than wood, by all means do so, but this way is a little bit cheaper. I have some leftover Painter's Touch multi-purpose spray in a matte black finish. This is great stuff. This is going to do the job well. And then finally, to get that natural fabric ring, I have gone and picked up a couple of bundles of these. This is like natural Raffan ribbon. It's a very natural product that is available in most craft stores. Now the actual product itself is made out of a corn husk material. And for me, unfortunately, this is not something that is widely available in the UK. I actually didn't know what it was until I started to Google to see if I could get the material to make this project. So it's not going to be as authentic or 100% like the product that is available online, but I'm hoping this natural material will bring in that element. And certainly if you are in a country where corn husk is widely available to you guys, by all means go and grab that material and do it this yourself. Other things that I'm going to use throughout this project are things like wood glue. I've also got a glue gun for the ribbon onto the wire ring. I've also got clamps, a handsaw to obviously cut down the wood, and obviously some metal cutting pliers to obviously cut the rings open. This project I don't think should take more than a weekend. Thinking about time wise, obviously the main things, as most of these project goes, is just drying time with the glue and the paint. So I'm going to work really organised and try and do the two elements separately of the rings and the stand, and then bring it all together, let it dry overnight, and then hopefully I should be able to show you tomorrow the project in full. So enough rambling from me, let's get started with this DIY project. Okay, so first step of this project is to cut the wood, which I've already done so, and I've done two pieces. I'm going to give it a go. So what I have done is taken the calculation of both of the to that are available on the website and tried to mimic it here. Now the overall height of the largest one, which is actually $67 on the website, is about 50 centimeters in total. I think it's 17 inches. We work in centimeters here in the UK, so do bear with me. So knowing that the bigger circle is 20 centimeters in diameter, I cut the first dowel down to 30 centimeters to give me the overall height of 50. Now, yes, obviously the stand takes it a little bit higher, but that is okay. So that should sit pretty much like that. And then with the little one, this one is about 13 centimeters. The overall height of the smaller one is about 30 centimeters. So again, took this at 20 centimeters, and that's going to give me a little decorative object like this. Now the wood wise, this was scrap wood in my downstairs in my little workshop. It's about, I want to say about an inch thick. And with these, I cut them 2 centimeters shorter than the actual ring. So this one is cut at 18 centimeters, this one is cut at 11. The reason why for that is obviously want to be able to make sure these balance and don't obviously fall over when they're on display, but I also didn't want the stands to be too big and encompassing for the project itself. So what I'm going to do is just use a little bit of interior wood glue. This is the one that I go to. I also have these extra long clamps, which I'm just going to simply clamp the wood to the dowel and then leave to dry for one side. This stuff is fully cured after 24 hours. It's pretty decent after 2 or 3 hours to go to. So what I'm going to do is leave it 3 hours, spray paint it with the spray paint, and then that will be the stand completed. And then once I've done all that, I'm going to move on to decorating the circles. Okay, so as you can see behind me, the clamps are doing the thing and the wood is drying. It was a bit fiddly, but we got there in the end. Now what I'm going to do is break apart these rings without damaging them, and then I'm going to sit down with my rattan ribbon and my trusty glue gun, and we're going to wrap these circles up and turn them into the decorative piece. So all I'm going to do is just cut here on these bits that are holding them together, keeping the rings intact as possible, and I'm going to use just a little bit of glue to hold the ribbon in place and then keep wrapping as I go. It's going to be so fairly simple to do this. I actually feel like I'm cheating you out of video here, like this is so easy and quick to do. It feels wrong doing a tutorial on this, but I do hope you're enjoying it so far, guys. So yeah, let me just take the price tag off this and then we'll get cutting down the rings. Okay guys, it is the next day and I can't believe how quickly and easy this DIY has been. I have my stand here spray painted to perfection. I can't believe how cute this looks. And I also have my ring. Obviously I have the smaller version, but I'm just going to focus on the bigger one now just to show you how to complete this DIY. This doesn't look 100% like what is on the website. Obviously it's a completely different material. It is also a little bit more rustic, but I personally really like it this way. And I did a combination of knotting as well as the hot glue gun to really get everything sticking and going and complete. I left a few bits here because what I've noticed on the final product image on their website is that it looks like this is wrapped around the circle bit here, so I wanted to leave a little bit just so that I could like wrap it around. I also have plenty of material left over to wrap around and fake it essentially. The next bit of this is simply to put these two pieces together and the DIY is completed. I'm thinking the glue gun should be fine, but I'm also tempted to go in with some of the wood glue just because I want it to stick. And I've got my clamps ready because again, I think I'm just gonna obviously clamp it here to here and pray for the best. And then that is pretty much the DIY together. So fingers crossed this actually works out. But yeah, let's put this together and show you the final finishing products once complete. And that is the DIY completed. I cannot tell you how happy these make me. Like, they are so cute. Are they completely identical to the ones on the website? No. Are they just as pretty and gorgeous? Yes. Like, in my personal opinion, I think they look really great. I particularly love the little one. It's so cute. I think maybe next time I would make the taller one a bit shorter. I notice like when you put the two together, they're quite like of similar height, whereas I do think that one is very tall. But do I think it looks odd? No, that's the only thing I would say doesn't make it 100% a dupe. That, and also the fact that I couldn't get corn husks, so maybe next time when I can get some I'll try it again, but for now I am obsessed with them. I think they're such a cute modern element in our home, but they bring in that natural texture which I think looks incredible. I also love like pairing it up here just as like this little free here with the candle. I don't like bookending my fireplace. Like I already have like another DIY on that side that's quite big and voluminous and I always tend to leave this side a bit bare because I don't like anything too matchy either side on my fireplace. But I think because these are quite thin, they're quite delicate, they're really cute in this space. It pulls all the textures in, it pulls in the matte black from our built-ins. I just think it really works here. So I'm really happy and I'm so glad I gave it a go. And you know what, for a very quick weekend DIY, this is like ideal beginner DIY. Like I encourage everyone to give it a go and let me know what you think. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to give it a go. If you find corn husk, let me know in the comments below where you got it from so I can attempt this DIY again for another area of my home, maybe even the bedroom when we work on that makeover. If you're not subscribed already, why not? Please come and subscribe. I'm putting out a personal plea every time I do these videos because I have a goal to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so please help me get to that number. We have just crossed over at the time of filming this into the 1-3 mark, which is amazing. We're getting so close to hitting the halfway point before, you know, halfway through the year, so I'm just thankful for anybody's help and support who wants to subscribe to this channel. But I do hope you have a lovely rest of your week and a lovely rest of your day, and thank you guys again so much for all your support and watching this video. Have a fabulous rest of your week and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!